Welcome to SolidWorks. When you actually launch SolidWorks, you should get something similar. File, new, part. So let's start drawing our first part. Here we've got a sketch. This is everything with 2D, two dimension, using line, arc, and circle. And feature is everything 3D. You need a sketch to have a feature. You cannot have a feature on your own. Evaluate, it's more to measure, do other things. I'm going to hide it by right click, evaluate. This is the two most common one. So to start drawing, we decide on which plane. So I hover here, click sketch, this one. And that opens an empty sketch. You see here the icon and here. Then I can press L or click here, same thing, to start drawing my line. And I'll draw always from the center if you can, and I'll drop it here. L again to stop drawing, F to frame, and smart dimension to dimension. Click on it, and now I'll go 90. Now I just realized that I'm in inches here. If you work in inches, you can go edit document, and if you need more decimal, you can go like third. But in my case, I'm going to be working in centimeter. So I'll go centimeter. And to reopen the sketch, click here, edit sketch. So now I can double click to change my smart dimension, and I'll type 90. So this time is 90 centimeter. Okay. F to frame. You can use the scroll on the mouse, depending where the cursor is to zoom. If you need to pan, it's shift with middle click. Control, not shift. Control, and you press the scroll. That's how you can pan. So then I'll go L. This time I'll go vertical. L again, smart dimension. And here I can go 70. L again, here, to there. You could also type the dimension here by selecting it. It's another way of doing it, 20. The only thing with this is that it won't show up. With smart dimension, you can actually see it and change it quickly. Then on the bottom, I'll go 10. Here we go. And here I'll do 20. Line. And then here I'll start drawing. And another way of measuring is to go from a point to another point. This is also valid. I can go 40. And now we can put the missing one. Voila. Don't worry too much on the location of those dimensions, because when we do drawing, they'll be elsewhere. So it doesn't really matter if they are not aligned. To make this 3D, we go feature and we do extrude. Extrude is like an elevation. And here we can put the depth, so maybe 20. And then I can say OK. So it's very important that you understand this. Then I can go middle click and drag to orbit. If I need to see something facing me, I select the face and I go Control 8. Control and number 8. That means normal too. So once again, Control 8. And if I want to do any change, the drawing is here. So I can go edit sketch, maybe Control 8. And maybe I change my mind. I want this to be 20 now. So I could type 20. And if you exit the sketch here, we're back at 3D. If I want the depth now to be thinner, I can go 10. Voila, I hope this is useful. Okay, part 2. So this time, same thing, front plane. Maybe I'll make sure that I'm in the correct. So maybe if I do centimeter, change it now. Front plane, sketch. L to draw. This time I'll draw smart dimension. I'll draw a line of 80. Another one of 60 going up. Then I'll just press L, I'll track here to the end of my line, L again. And now let's do something new. Arc, very useful. Tangent arc will do half a circle, tangent from here to there. So you go from start point to end point. Then we can put a circle here, so circle, you can hover on top to see the center, and then draw a circle. Smart dimension, and this time we'll set up to 40. Now if we want to round this, we can do a fillet here. So I'm going to use 10, the radius of the fillet, one here and one there. Then you can say OK, and cancel. So down the road we could change those settings. So because we have a closed segment within another one, this will become a hole. So feature extrude, and I'll go maybe 10 centimeter. So middle click to drag, select Control number 8 to do normal 2, and we could change things. So I could go back to the boss extrude once again, change it to 5 centimeter, or I can go back to the sketch, go edit sketch, and now maybe change those radius to 5. So now they are smaller. If I exit the sketch, I'm back in 3D. Voila. A third solid, and this time we'll build on top of one solid. We'll layer like 2, 3 sketches together. So think of a solid as something thick inside, something made of foam, clay, steel, things like this. So line, I could start with a midpoint line if I want it to be really symmetrical. That won't hurt. I should have gone in centimeters, so now I have to edit my sketch. Smart dimension, we'll use 80, L again to draw, and L to ends, smart dimension, and I'll use 40. Close the sketch, L again, track here. Wow, L to N. So extrude to make it 3D, and here we'll put 10 centimeter for the extrusion. So now I'm out of every sketch. I can just select this face, Control 8 to see it clearly, and now I can draw a new sketch. So I'll make sure that I snap, and I'll draw something like this. And as you can see now, nothing is symmetrical. It's just a shape. I close the sketch, press L to exit, smart dimension, and we'll make this 10. We don't need to make this one 60 because he knows that this is 80, so he can do the simple math. Look, if I try to do it, he'll tell me which one is driving this. You don't want this to happen. It's basically telling you it's over-defined, so go cancel. Here we'll go 15. And here I think I was using 15 too. Voila. So now if I go extrude, this line will disappear because the two solids are going to melt together. It's like a Boolean union. Voila. So we can actually build very complex parts just like this.